Now, earlier this week, a magnitude 8.8 earthquake triggered a tsunami warning that sent residents in Hawaii and the West Coast scrambling and bracing for a potential catastrophe. Thankfully, the structural damage was relatively small compared to past incidents, but the losses will all be tallied at the end of the year toward a growing list of extreme weather and natural disaster-related costs. CBS News national environmental correspondent David Schechter joins us now. David, good to see you. You're here to break down how expensive natural disasters have been so far in 2025. So how is 2025 turning out?
Hey, Tom, good to see you. You know, it's been very, very expensive. That's the headline, $131 billion in total losses, according to a report from the global insurance company Munich Re. A big driver for this year has been the devastating Los Angeles fires. They represented a massive loss for insurance companies of $53 billion in total. And second half of the year, we'll see things like we just talked about with the tsunami. So this is just the beginning of the year, 2025.
And so I want to zero in on that $131 billion in total losses. How much of that is actually insured?
Right. So not all these losses, of course, are going to be insured. People will sustain those without insurance. But we're talking about $80 billion in insured losses, again, driven in large part by the LA fires. The only other half year with more losses was 2011, and that was the year a massive earthquake and tsunami leveled parts of Japan. So far this year, weather disasters like wildfires and storms, they have been the cause of 88% of the overall losses and 98% of that insured loss pool that we just talked about.
You know, just in reference to the insurance industry, is the industry seeing any trends over the years related to these losses?
Absolutely. And, you know, it's climate change. That's the headline also. It's one of the big drivers for these ever-increasing insurance losses. Insurance, more than most industries, is hyper aware of the threats it faces from increased floods and fires and droughts because it has to pay out the damages. And it's why you see insurance companies pulling out of some of these communities, some of these markets, like in California or Florida, where the risk is just way too high. In 7 out of the last 8 years, the industry has sustained losses of more than $100 billion a year. And we appear to be headed in that direction in 2025, Tom. It is the second part of the year, which we are in now, historically, that is the most costly, and that's because we're heading into hurricane season.
Yeah, it really is a tough thing to square with these natural disasters getting a little more extreme and insurers getting increasingly wary. David Schechter, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tom.
And a programming note, CBS News Texas is holding a benefit concert this weekend to raise money for Salvation Army relief efforts to help people affected by the floods. You can stream the Loud for Love event Sunday starting at 7 Eastern, 6 Central on the CBS News app or on Paramount+.